Hi, Joe. Received your message regarding an applicable threshold for your installation. You have a 3-foot wide door, and you've got half inch from the sill, I assume, to the bottom of the door, and that your door swings in. You want a bumper, but need advice that creates on whether or not that creates a tripping potential, and whether you should go with a half-inch saddle and a door sweep. The National Guard bumper style 804N DKB is indeed a commercial threshold that you're going to see, and it's incredibly common, this style of bump up, because it will allow you to seal positively the door when the door is in the closed position, because you're making an actual seal up against the part of the extrusion of the threshold that has the insert. So in essence, you're really, when you add weather stripping, you're sealing it positively on all four sides when the door is in the closed position. And a threshold like the 804N DKB has other advantages in that it is ideally suited for outswinging doors because of the bevel on the pull side face of that threshold, but also the profile of the bump up, the back side or opposite of the insert, that's called the latch track. And if you were using this threshold, let's say on a set of double doors in a commercial installation, imagine a big box store and they've got 3 pair of doors spread along the back wall for emergency exit, and you had surface vertical rod exit devices installed. That profile, or the latch track portion of the threshold, which is just right here, would allow you to secure that surface vertical rod exit device to the threshold without having to install the strike that would come with it. Now, having said that, none of that applies to your application. I think you have the ideal circumstance to go in a different direction altogether, and I would start by recommending that you review the PEMCO, because National Guard's a great company. They just don't have what is a better solution. The 8452DQ would be the part number. 8452 Delta Quebec is the item that we're looking at, 30 inch. And here you go. So what are you dealing with? 3/4 inch overall height, ideal for your half-inch situation, 4 9/16 wide, which is very common. Then in the profile section back here, because this would in essence be your exterior side, you would install one of these sill extensions. So if you wanted it to be slightly wider, you can go with a 3/4 inch extension, a 2-inch extension, or a 3-inch extension, and that you would install that right on this leading edge. The interior of the door would not get one, only the exterior, and that would continue this 5-degree bevel down all the way. You could and should install, in my opinion, a door sweep to the outside face of this, or even better, an automatic door bottom, so that you have a barrier here and here when the door is in the closed position. I don't want the water to pool and collect in this area, because it's only going to serve to deteriorate the installation over time. I'd really want to stop it here, and I would do so by using, ideally, an automatic door bottom. And PEMCO's part number for automatic door bottom, I think you'd want an SA2, because it'll give you the length that you need. Yeah, 32 inch. So you would order this 30 inch in length, or actually it would be the distance between the stops. Deduct 1/8 of an inch, and that would be your size. So if you've got a 30-inch door, you're realistically going to be somewhere in the range of 29 3/4. No, forgive me. Probably closer to 28 7/8. Something in that range would be more appropriate for what you would use. And the way that these works is when the door closes, it forces this seal to drop down. Looking at this cross section here, this is the trigger here, and when the door is pushed closed, this is forced in. This goes in, allowing the bottom to drop down is what happens. There's a video here that demonstrates that you'd be able to review. Just like that. Door closes, and it drops down. So that could be a very elegant solution as well. Okay, that might work out for you. I think that's a confluence of a very good solution. And quite frankly, I think you're a bit lucky in the sense that you have, in essence, a relatively easy solution to fix. Regarding the tripping hazard, no, I don't think so. I think 3/4 inch is not excessive. Thresholds are known to get up, well past 1.25 inches. Obviously, it would not be as ideal, but you do need to contend with a typical 1/2 inch undercut, which is typical, and you do want to have a bevel so that the rain draws away, out and away from the opening, would be ideal for your installation. There is the D stands for the dark bronze. Why did I come? Well, I came up with dark bronze because your initial question had DKB in the part number, so I'm assuming you want dark bronze. And I think this would make a really good solution for you. Joe, if you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to reach back out to us. Thank you.